intense. Here they are, face to face, but divided by a special glass partition. Once again, we want the fighters to be healthy and save that energy for the ring tomorrow night on the prime card. Dillon Danis, Logan Paul. It's all broadcast live and exclusively on DAZN worldwide, the sold-out AO Arena in Manchester.
I want to know, what's your thoughts on Dillon Danis against Logan? Will he show up and do you think he'll win?
I mean, historically hasn't shown up to anything, so we'll see. And Logan trains, Dillon doesn't train, so.
You don't think he's going to show up at all?
No, I don't.
If he shows up, will he win?
I doubt it.
Great, thank you very much, man. What do you think is actually going to happen between Dillon and Logan when they get in the ring on Saturday?
I would assume just...
Will Dillon actually fight?
I would assume, yeah, I mean, do we know that he's going to actually get in the ring?
Even if he does, apparently Mike Perry's still ready to rock. Like if he shows up and then walks straight out again or does some
because I've
shenanigans?
heard some rumors that he potentially does the walk, gets in the ring, gets out and goes home.
Yeah, so then Mike Perry will go in and he won't get
Is
paid.
that what happens?
Yeah.
I mean, if he fights, he just he gets a flurry round one. I say he's down round one, round two. You know, that's what my money's on. I mean, there's just absolutely no chance he survives the fight.
Can we get a prediction for the Dillon Danis fight?
Dillon's gonna win. Dillon will win. You know, he had the baby. We didn't get to train together, so I don't know the ins and outs. I know he's doing well. He's still training, and he's gonna go for it.
Are you gonna go to the fight?
Possibly. We'll see.
I'll tell you what. I'll be honest now, right? I'll tell you what it is with this Logan one. It'll depend on how much Dillon has trained, right? Now he tells me he's training. I want to believe him, and I do believe him. But that's what it'll come down to. Logan is not great. He's not that good at boxing, to be honest. I think Dillon is much better than him.
And Jake's much better than him.
Jake is much better than Logan, yes. So I think Logan's not great. I don't think he can box very well. He is big and strong, and he's physically fit. And this skill set can beat someone with a good boxing skill set any day of the week if the other guy hasn't trained. So that's what it'll come down to. Dillon, I think, is better than him. Dillon is tough as well. I've seen Dillon spar a lot of tough people over the years, and you know, he comes up short in some of them, he wins some of them, whatever, as we all do in our spars, that's what it's for. But he never ever gives up, or you know, he's tough, he can take a dig, and he'll be in that fight. So it'll just come down to how hard he has trained. I think if he has trained really hard and he's taken the smacks and sparring and he's conditioned himself and he's got good fitness and things, I can see him winning this. Definitely can see him winning this. If he hasn't trained, then someone that big and strong can kind of wear you out and bully you a bit and kind of get their thing going or whatever. But so that's kind of my opinion on it. I think he can win it if he's trained hard.
Horrible. I don't blame her for suing him, honestly, because she did it. So yeah, he went too far. What do you think, Alex?
I'm not saying, this is something I would never do, but to each their own. I think Logan knew what he was getting into when he signed up to fight him. I guarantee he wouldn't fight him again. It's not worth going through that. Even though he gets to knock him out, it's not worth it.
I don't know. I hope Dillon pulls it off. I really do. By the end of the day, that's their fight. I got my own fight.
Listen, I like Logan. I like Logan a lot. Great kid. Who in this room thinks that's a great fight?
He's fighting.
Raise your hands, please, if him and Dillon Danis is a great fight. I know he's fighting. Nobody? Not one guy?
Dillon versus Logan, what's the prediction?
Logan.
I think Logan's going to win against Dillon Danis. I don't know. I don't really know Dillon Danis too well, but Logan is like a born fighter. Like, look at the shape of him. So, yeah, I think it'll be Dillon.
It's always going to be drama. It's always going to be drama. But, yeah, Logan's good. I want to go see him. He's all good. He's still ready to fight. If anything, he's very angry, and he can't wait to get his hands on Dillon.
What's the severity of this cut?
It's just like a little bump.
Right.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously it's a little something, but it's just like it'll be fine.
I mean, you know, you kind of got to think, well, Logan's the bigger fighter. He's probably better conditioned physically. He's got a better jab than Dillon Danis, based on what we've seen from Danis's limited MMA career. Like, And these boys are driven. And that's something else that you've got to say about the Paul brothers. No matter what they're doing, they're going 100 miles an hour at it. Like Dillon Danis keeps dipping his toe in, and there's the website that Logan Paul set up, the Dillon Danis one, where he's where it's the countdown from how long, well, count up from the last time he fought.
Yeah, 4 years ago.
Great psychological games. I love this stuff. I just hope the fight comes to play and they both really try to hurt one another, because you just don't want the build up to be brilliant and then the fight at the end to be lackluster. And I don't think we're going to get that from Tommy Fury and Jake Paul, Tommy Fury and KSI. But Logan Paul might stay behind his jab and Dillon might not do anything. He might just not want to get knocked out.
Unfortunately, the way Dillon wins is probably getting as ugly as he can, using his more than his fighting ability, his toughness and that kind of element. He's gonna have that's how he wins, right?
Guillotine. That's the best way. He's got to go the Nate Diaz route and get the moral victory of a guillotine in the later rounds.
I think Logan. I don't know too much about their boxing, to be honest, but I think probably
Logan's got to win. He's got to freaking defend his misses, and he's got to knock Dillon out. If he doesn't do that, I don't think that match is going to progress. I think that Nate is going to not divorce him, but end the engagement. If you can't go in there and defend your woman's honour, that's what I'm saying right now, man. Yeah, he's got to do the job. He's got to do it.
I think Logan. It's just Dillon hasn't really put his time and effort into boxing the way Logan or I have.
Yeah.
What about Dillon and Logan? Who do you think's winning that one?
Logan's won already. Dillon ain't turning up.
You don't think he's going to show?
Unless there's something on the contract that he has to turn up, but I don't think he turns up. I think, who's the other guy, the knuckle fighter?
Oh, Mike Perry.
I reckon it's going to be Matt Perry against Logan, 100%.
If he shows up, can Dillon beat Logan?
If that sparring's real, no, that sparring's mad.
No, I'll watch it on Twitter.
Do you think he has any shot of winning? I know he's a fellow Bellator fighter, really.
If he pulls guards and heel hooks from, but I don't think he's allowed to, is he?
No, he's got probably in the contract that he'll lose all of his purse if he does that.
Yeah.
Why didn't you give us any boxing? You gave us every other martial art except.
I was just getting, maybe that's what's going to happen in the fight. Maybe I don't know boxing.
What do you think
of?
Never
boxed before.
It promises to be one of the biggest nights on the sporting calendar, not just in the world of boxing. KSI takes on Tommy Fury on the Misfits Prime card in Manchester on October 14th, and we'll be across it all here on Mirror Fighting. Our guys will be on the ground during fight week to bring you brilliant exclusives ahead of the card, which also features Logan Paul against Dillon Danis. We'll also bring you all the fallout after the bouts and what promises to be a night of huge entertainment. Keep an eye out too for plenty of episodes from the All Out Fighting team as they build towards the showdown between KSI and Tommy Fury. It's all here and it's all Mirror Fighting.